Welcome back to my cooking channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to cook ratatouille. First we sprinkle some beautiful, gorgeous animation, some delightful, wonderful characters, a strong message about talent. We mix it all together and voila, we have another classic, wonderful Pixar movie. But I didn't do it alone. The real chef who deserves all the credit, he's been hiding under my hat, is none other than Remy. Rata, run. Ratatouille, directed by Brad Bird, director of The Incredibles, and tells the story of the rat Remy, who is drawn to food and cooking by his a special sense of smell, his talent, and is inspired to become a chef by the great chef Auguste Gusteau, even though his father and his brother Emile are not on the same page with him. But in one tragic incident, he gets parted from his family and ends up in Paris, and in none other than the once acclaimed restaurant Gusteau's, owned by Auguste Gusteau, the chef who inspired him in the first place, where he forms an unlikely alliance and bond with Linguini, the garbage boy there. So the two work together and help each other rise to the top as Remy controls Linguini's actions, and Linguini takes the credits for Remy's achievements. Now, my good subscriber and buddy Angel I Love Movies requested me to postpone this review since he was busy with school lately, which is absolutely fine, and Angel was really excited to hear my opinion of Ratatouille, since it's one of his all-time favourites. And you hit the nail on the head, Buzzy. Couldn't agree more. Ratatouille is such a masterpiece. It's a unusual Pixar movie, while it was showered with praise by critics and audiences when it was released 10 years ago, and even went on to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, and rightly so. But some people in the minority find Ratatouille overrated, and some didn't even bother seeing it. Some have forgotten about Ratatouille entirely. Whenever people bring up Pixar, nobody brings up Ratatouille anymore, or praises it as one of their classics, when they really should. I think Ratatouille is brilliant. I will never forget the day me, my mum and my sister saw this movie in October 2007 for my birthday. The cinema, our screening was full, and luckily there was just enough room for us, and we all loved it. We even went on the newest Ratatouille rise in Disneyland Paris. You guys should totally check that ride out. It's great fun, and although one of my other subscribers and best pals, Alan Kalo, he's not going to agree with this review if you're watching this, Alan, because Ratatouille is his least favourite Pixar movie. Yeah, he really doesn't like it very much, but I'm in the camp that's absolutely adores this. I hold this movie very dear, and always have, mainly because I love cooking. Yes, cooking has been, well, one of my talents and passions. I got a grade C for cooking back in school when I took it, and my whole family have been experts at cooking for generations, and we don't see many movies about cooking very often. It's a unique idea, which we should see more movies about cooking, and which is why I really connected with Remy and his passion and his love of cooking, because we're all born with a certain talent and ability and it completely defines who we are. And the fact that a rat is the protagonist of this story, is a great way of conveying Gusteau's motto that's spoken throughout the movie: anyone can cook. That means not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere, as Anton Ego says at his in his speech at the end of the movie. That means talent can. Anyone can have talent, even a rat. I, in a way, saw myself in Remy at points, and even though Remy frequently gets into fights with his father and his brother Emile about his choices, but Remy remains strong. He doesn't let what anyone else thinks of him bring him down, and I love how his family redeem themselves at the end when they finally accept who he is and do everything they can to help him. That's the definition of family. And Alan Kalo despises Linguini. He goes as far as calling Linguini the Jar Jar Binks of Pixar animation, and he also does a perfect Linguini impression if you want to check out his review. But I may be in the minority, but I don't find Linguini annoying. I think he's funny, the way he goes and the funniest moment with Linguini is gut-bustingly funny when Remy keeps biting Linguini, and then Linguini takes his shirt off, revealing the bites all over his body, and he's like, "Gah! Gah! Da!" Yeah, this is one of the funniest Pixar movies, but the comedic moments don't stop there. There's one moment when Linguini's trying to give a motivational speech to his chefs, when he's like, "Tonight is a big night. Appetite is coming, and he's gonna have a big ego. I mean, ego. He's coming, the critic, and he's going to order something from our menu." And Colette just puts her hand in her face like that. But her speech was brief, but way more inspiring. "And an ego is just another customer. Let's cook." Pixar usually choose to go dark in their movies, so the fact that this movie just has fun makes it stand out from the others. The comedy here is one of the best things about the movie, hands down. And yeah, and the friendship between Linguini and Remy, it's so poignant, it's awesome. They both need each other to succeed and achieve their goal. And I know it's ridiculous and makes no sense how Remy can control Linguini like his puppet by tugging on his hair. I know that wouldn't happen in real life, but to be honest, the story of Ratatouille isn't very realistic. It could not possibly happen in real life. If a rat was with a human that long, how does Linguini not get a disease, if you think about it? But it was never meant to be realistic. It's meant to be fun, and Remy had to control Linguini somehow, so him hiding under his hat and pulling his hair, that's not a bad way of doing it, actually. It leads to some genius comedy, and the most fascinating character in Ratatouille would have to be Anton Ego, voiced by the great Peter O'Toole. Surprisingly, a lot of reviews don't even mention this character, and they should. At first you think he's going to be the villain, but he has a change of heart at the end as soon as he tries Remy's ratatouille, and it turns out he was just misunderstood the whole time. And yeah, when I wouldn't have minded if he was in the movie more. Aside from Anton Ego, my other favourite character in the movie is Colette. My God, talk about a strong female character. The moment when she just pins Linguini's sleeves with the knives, and she's like, "How many women do you see in this kitchen? Why do you think that is? I am the toughest cook in this kitchen, and I'm not about to let some garbage boy mess that up for me." Wow. She is amazing. I love her tough take no shit attitude. She's very eccentric, and I loved her romance with Linguini. It worked perfectly. There's a lot of rivalry going on between Remy and Colette to see who can teach Linguini better in the kitchen, which is wonderful to see that all the three of them come together at the end. And while Linguini is turned on by her toughness, she in return is charmed by him. And the antagonist of this movie is not Antonino, but the sous chef Skinner, voiced by Ian Holm, Bilbo Baggins himself. While he is not Pixar's greatest villain, he is delightfully fun and campy. How I love how he's a bit like Chief Inspector Drivers from the Pink Panther movies, how he's trying to work out how Linguini, this complete idiot, is able to cook so well. And he can be a cunning and menacing villain at the same time, how he's always spying on Linguini and Remy, and or always trying to sabotage them both. This is one of Pixar's most technically ambitious movies as well. The animation in Ratatouille is astonishing. Yeah, my mum was completely impressed with it, and the fur on the rats, that looked like live action fur. And there's one moment which me and my mum were particularly wowed by it. It was jaw-dropping when the rats in the third act all cook in the kitchen together. How did Pixar do a scene like that? That is one of the most well-constructed and best scenes in a Pixar movie. Brad Bird proves he's one of the greatest writers for animated movies, because Ratatouille could have easily had a predictable story, but oh no, it's unpredictable as fuck. I had no clue where the story would go. It takes you to places you never think the movie would go, like Linguini turning out to be Gusto's son. That plot twist is clever writing. This is a gripping animated movie. And the soundtrack by Michael Giacchino is one of my favourites from him. Just all of the French music in this movie makes you feel like you're in France every second. Pixar really did their homework. Are there any negatives with this movie? No. It is, I genuinely believe it's perfect. Ratatouille is up there with A Bug's Life and Brave as one of their most underrated masterpieces. It's a fantastic movie, and my granny even loves it. My whole family have been die-hard Ratatouille fans for 10 years now, and my granny's favourite scene is when the old lady's trying to shoot the rats. Yeah, we occasionally watch it with her and have a great time. If you haven't seen Ratatouille, what? Where have you been? You are missing out. It is well worth it. And happy 10th anniversary Ratatouille. Holy shit. 10 years later, you're still good. I give Ratatouille 5 stars out of 5. Ratatouille is brilliant. After my rant on Cars 2, it's great that I can give a Pixar movie a more optimistic review again. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what do you think of Ratatouille? Please comment, let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google+. And I'll see you all next time when I continue my September reviews with a review of Unlucky, the latest movie made by one of my subscribers and buddies, Buddy Candela. I'll see you then. Bye, guys.